Hey, what's up guys, Master Max here with a new type of video. As you can already tell by the title, this is a top 10 video, but today it's going to be for 9 just because there are only 9 on the subject. Top 10s are things I want to start doing on my channel alongside other types of new videos just to bring something new to my channel. Okay, so today's top 9 is going to be over my favorite tunes based on 4 categories: appearance, experience with them in the game, design, and how suited they are for the game. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. At number 9 we have the horse. Keeping in mind the biggest number on my countdown is the worst out of the group, this tune lacks in all categories. In appearance, I would give this horse a solid 0 out of 5. In experience with them in game, I would give them a 2 out of 5 because of some of the horses I meet in game are somewhat helpful and friendly. In design, I would give the horse a 3 out of 5 because although it lacks in appearance, it does have a good design, and for how suited they are for Toontown, I would give them a 1 out of 5. At number 8 we have the pig. The pig's appearance is a 2 out of 5 for me. In the experience category, I'd give it a 4 out of 5 because most of the pigs that I meet in game are typically very helpful and good tunes. In design, I would give them a 1 out of 5 because pigs could have been designed so much better. And in the final category of how suited they are for Toontown, I would give them a 3 out of 5 because when I imagine a pig tune, I usually just think of Wilbur from Charlotte's Web, and it's somewhat satisfying. At number 7 we have the monkey. In appearance, the monkeys receive a 2 out of 5 solely because although the small muzzle monkeys are pretty cool looking, the big muzzle ones are horrible. In experience, they receive a 4 out of 5 in my books because monkeys tend to be a very good group of tunes in the game. In design, I'll give them a 3 out of 5, which could be higher if it went for the big muzzles. And lastly, for how suited they are in the game, they receive a 4 out of 5 because monkeys are very playful and childlike. At number 6 we have the bear. In appearance, the bears receive a 3 out of 5 because come on, who doesn't like the appearance of a bear? In experience, a 4 out of 5 because bears tend to be very reliable tunes to me. In design, a 3 out of 5 because although they look cool, they can be improved upon in design. And lastly, in suited for Toontown, they receive a 3 out of 5 because when I think of Toontown bears, I just imagine all these kids shows with friendly bear characters and teddy bears. At the 5 spot we have the cat. In appearance, the cat earns a 4 out of 5 because cats in Toontown look pretty tight. In experience, cats get a 3 out of 5 from me because although friendly, they aren't very reliable. In design, a definite 3 out of 5, which could be higher if it weren't for the big head cats. And for how suited they are for Toontown, I would say a 3 out of 5 because cats are generally an animal that is usually portrayed in kids' cartoons such as Tom and Jerry and the Looney Tunes. At the 4th spot we have the dog. In appearance, the dog gets a 4 out of 5 from me. In experience, we have a 3 out of 5 because for me, dogs haven't really been the best, but Flippy is a dog and I can't hold back on Flippy. In design, dogs get a 3 out of 5 because every muzzle looks good except for the huge head dog. And for how suited they are, a 5 out of 5 because dogs are rarely seen as a bad animal and are almost always portrayed in kid cartoons whether good or bad. At the 3 spot we have the rabbit. In appearance, a rabbit receives a 5 out of 5 from me because rabbits are one of the 2 species in game that look perfect. In experience, some bunnies get a 4 out of 5 because they are very reliable. In design, they receive a 4 out of 5 because there can be tiny improvements, and for how suited they are for the in-game, they get a 4 out of 5 because bunnies are always portrayed as good as seen with Bugs Bunny. At the 2 spot we have the duck. In appearance, the duck is a 4 out of 5 for me, but it could be a 5 out of 5 if it weren't for the big head ducks model. In experience, ducks get a 5 out of 5 because ducks have always been a reliable and friendly source. In design, the ducks get a 4 out of 5 because the big head models need improvement, otherwise they are fantastic. And finally, ducks receive a 5 out of 5 for suited for Toontown because ducks are always so innocent and friendly and cute, and kids love ducks. And finally, my favorite tune at the number 1 spot is the mouse. In appearance, mice get a solid 5 out of 5 because the tune looks absolutely amazing no matter big or small head. In experience, also a 5 out of 5 because all mice I've ever encountered have been nothing but helpful and friendly. In the design, a 5 out of 5 because the modelers got the mice spot on when creating them. And lastly, mice get a 4 out of 5 for suited for Toontown because mice are sometimes portrayed as gross creatures, but other times mice are portrayed as friendly and cool as seen in the Disney movie Ratatouille. Alright guys, that was my opinion on my favorite species of tunes in Toontown. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and these types of videos. I hope if you guys did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like below and subscribe for more content as well. If you guys agree/disagree with me, leave that in the comments below. Until next time, this has been Master Max.